Good morning, folks, and welcome back to When the Dust Settles on YouTube. My name is Pico Conway, and today I'm going to talk to you about many things. I'm going to talk to you about the elections, the elections that happened on Tuesday. Philadelphia elected its first female mayor, and I'm also going to talk to you about the fighting in between Israel and Hamas. I'm going to talk to you about the fighting between Russia and Ukraine. Let's start with the fighting between. Let's start with Parker's elections. Parker's elections. Cherelle Parker is the first female mayor of the city of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the largest city within Pennsylvania, one of the largest cities in the United States. And the elections of Ms. Parker is something that should be celebrated by everybody, because for a very long time females have not occupied that position. So her election should be, celebrated. But Philadelphia is in a lot of trouble right now. The city is facing a lot of problems, economic problems, and drug problems, crimes. So I think her most pressing challenge is going to be how she addresses the crime in the city. Since the resignation of Commissioner Outback, Philadelphia doesn't have a commissioner yet. They have an interim police commissioner. So she will be one of the first things I think will be on her agenda is to make sure she appoints the new commissioner to start addressing the skyrocketing crimes happening around the city. Another thing is the city. If you go around the Kensington area, those of you who are familiar with Philadelphia, or even if you watch YouTube, you're going to see about Kensington, where they have an open ejection site in Kensington area, and that situation has brought homelessness, brought people from all across the state and other places to go to Kensington. And businesses around that area are facing a lot of problems with the trash and the homeless people encroaching on the businesses. So those are some of the problems that she will have to address. According to Ms. Parker, Biden and Kamala Harris call her, President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, call her to congratulate her on her victory. You know that the 2024 elections is just around the corner, so politicians looking at big cities, especially a city that is predominantly Democratic, you know that the politicians like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be calling and congratulating the new mayor, because that she would be one of the foot soldiers trying to get votes for them for the next elections, as Pennsylvania is going to be a very critical state when it comes to the 2024 election. But another thing that is so sad about cities that are predominantly Democratic or Republican is that David O is the guy who are contesting with Cherelle Parker. And he won about 28 to 29% of the vote. One thing we all know is that during these local elections, when it's off-year elections where you don't have the president on the ballot, turnouts are always low. But the thing that is, I hope we'll reach this stage where the cities and states will be contested. Like Pennsylvania, Republican can win Pennsylvania for the governorship, or Democrat can win Pennsylvania. For Jersey, Republican can win Pennsylvania. Let's say can win Jersey, or Democrats win Jersey. and other states. I hope the United States will reach that stage where elections are not decided, where if a Democrat wins the primary in the city of Philadelphia, it just 100% guaranteed that that person is going to become the next mayor of the city. I hope we'll reach a stage where and the elections should be in the air the way it happened between how to call his name, John Ferdinand and Dr. Oaks. Nobody knew who was going to win until the election was, until the vote was cast and the election results were published. We hope Philadelphia will reach that stage. We want the people to be able to elect somebody who is qualified for the job. So I hope in the future, I hope as time goes by, we'll be able to have people, who will be able to have, people don't know who's going to win the elections until somebody wins. The war in Israel, I talk about the war between Hamas and Israel. I said Hamas is a terrorist organization. I agree with those who say Hamas is a terrorist organization. But the situation between the problems between Palestinians and Israelis must be addressed. Those problems must be addressed because the war is becoming a dangerous place right now. And if we're not careful with the situation in Gaza, we're going to find ourselves in a very, very big war that I can say would be like almost equivalent to World War III. Because look at Houthis rebels shooting down Houthis rebels in Yemen. People who can't get their own food and starving people in war, shooting down U.S. drone, firing rockets and missiles against U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria. U.S. firing, U.S. carrying on airstrikes against Iranian-backed militants in Syria. All of these different variables are so dangerous for the world. And the best solution right now to all of these conflicts is for people to go and sit down and discuss the issue and find amicable solutions to the problems, to these problems. The war between Hamas and Israel, we agree that Hamas are carrying on a very terrible act against Israelis, killing 1,400 people. That was unacceptable, and Israel should defend itself against such an attack. Equally so, we think that all Palestinians cannot be punished because of Hamas's action. I was reading something on the internet, and Hamas was saying that they carry on that attack so that they can bring to the table or bring back the issue of Palestine, to the attention of the international community. That's why, you cannot use the lives of innocent people to bring the issue of Palestine to the attention of the world. No. But whatsoever the case is, why it was wrong that Hamas did such a thing, the international community has to address the problems between Hezbollah, between Hamas, Palestinians, and the Israelis. They got to address the situation. The underlying issue, the two-state solution, has to be back on the table. Without those issues being addressed, it's going to be hard to find amicable solutions to the problems between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And what is becoming so scary right now is anybody that says anything critical of Israel, that person is being criticized strongly. The United Nations Secretary General said that the issue, the situation between Israel and Palestine or Hamas didn't happen within a vacuum, which of course is true. There are underlying issues that led to what happened on October 7th. So we have to address the issues. We have to address the issue. The United States cannot just pay blind eye to the situation happening between Hamas and Israel, or even Iran cannot just support belligerent groups to just carry on attacks. If Iran wants to fight Israel, Iran should fight Israel than to use proxy groups to foment insurrection, to foment instability in the region, and making life difficult for everybody. We have to find a solution to the problems between Israel and the Palestinians. Another thing has to do with Ukraine. Russia aggression against Ukraine cannot be swept under the carpet. The international community has to. We got to go back to what Ukraine said. That I don't care how it is. Ukraine will not stop fighting until Russian forces leave all of Ukrainian territory. And the international community has to support Ukraine. Ukraine has to be supported. I don't know why some Republicans, not all, are trying to stop aid from going to Ukraine. People have which war? I don't know which war America, Great Britain, France, everybody fought that ended within 12 months. America has never fought Russia before. Great Britain has never fought Russia before. Now, all of them want Ukraine to drive Russian troops out of Ukraine within a year's time. Is that possible? It doesn't make any sense to anybody. And one other problem that the international community has is when they want to supply weapons to Ukraine, they argue about the weapons for over 3 months, and then after Russia captured some of Ukraine's territory, then they send the weapons to Ukraine. At the time, Russia already prepared for the weapons that are coming in. But here's the thing: America stayed 20 years in Iraq, and the troops are stayed there. They stayed over 20 years in Afghanistan. Their troops are stayed over there. No, their troop left Afghanistan. But they expect those people, or most Americans, expect Ukraine to drive Russia out of Ukrainian territory within a year's time. It's not just possible. Ukraine will drive Russia out of their country, but it's going to take time, and the international community or Ukraine's allies like the United States have to support Ukraine. And those in Congress, the United States, want to give billions of dollars to Israel, a small island country like Israel, and they're refusing to give money to Iran, to Ukraine. I know they have spent a lot of money in Ukraine. Yes, they have spent a lot of money in Ukraine. And I don't think it's America's alone responsibility. But we cannot leave Ukraine. We got to support Ukraine for Ukraine to drive Russian troops out of their country. Either they can go to the negotiation table, but the whole talking should be that Russia should withdraw its troops from Ukraine. Folks, you are listening to one of the Dust Settled. The Dust Settled is a community-based YouTube channel. Every Thursday, 10 to 12, we come to you, and Friday, 10 to 12. Today, we are discussing Philadelphia elected a first female mayor. We're also talking about the war between Israel and the Hamas, and we're also talking about the war between Ukraine and Russia. Folks, please don't forget, subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great day for now. Bye.